What up? Live shit. Some reason I feel like I can do a live in them. I stopped doing live on Wednesdays. Made that decision yesterday. I was kind of thinking about it for a minute already, but I decided to stop doing Wednesday live. I may still do them sometimes, but I'm not going to be dedicated to every Wednesday night. So what I'll do is if I'm going to do the live on Wednesdays, I will announce it. But for the most part, I probably won't. Shout out to y'all. I hope everybody having a great week. Shit just got better. Big. Live out. Time. All right, there we go. Seemed like it took forever. Chelsea, what up, baby girl? Salute to you. Just getting started, giving people a chance to get in here. How your week going so far? Hopefully your week going good. Bless, what up, my G? What's popping with you? Hopefully everybody having a great week. All right, it's good to hear. Goody was goody. All right.
Hey, what's up, my guy?
How you been?
I'm one day at a time, brother. One day at a time.
I hear you. I hear you with that. I hear you with that, yo. I mean, so
You caught me at a good time. Just coming in from the gym.
oh, I do mine in the morning. I got to get mine in the morning. Know what I mean, I'm an early riser, so like that's when I'm motivated most. Know what I mean,
Yeah. Feel you.
Salute though.
Definite.
That's indeed. So about to get it started in a second. Just giving a few more minutes, give a few more people to matriculate in here. I got, was it 12 topics? Definitely ain't touching on all of them, but I'll read through them. So I mean, give y'all, give y'all a chance to pick the topics. That we're gonna talk about. I'll probably get about four topics, depending on how the night go. I'm kind of hungry, so it might end a little early.
I feel you.
Anything else going though, fam?
Bro, listen, man. I am fortunate and count my blessings every day, bro. Count my blessings every day.
Every day.
You know, or give gratitude. Gratitude.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's the first thing I do every day and every night. Count my blessings.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's see. I know we got a topic over here talking about Valentine Day. I don't want to get you in trouble with that, but
no, I already handled that. That's already handled.
Oh, all right.
That was handled yesterday. I don't even wait for Valentine.
What's crazy is I actually talked to my daughter. I was taking her to school yesterday, and I'm having a conversation with her. So I'm asking her, like, what does Valentine Day mean to her? What is love? She's like, Daddy, I'm uncomfortable with this.
Oh my goodness.
She 10, you know. So I'm like, well, maybe she won't come about the conversation because we talking about love, but it's like, but I was asking,
Yeah.
you know, with his Valentine Day, you know, and then I was like, you know, well, would you rather have somebody show you, give you an abundance of things one day, or would you rather have somebody, pour into you every day? You know what I mean,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Yeah.
and so, we had that type of conversation. She was like, every day. I was like, all right, so. I mean, understand Valentine's Day is about one day. It doesn't reflect love. It just reflects, people's wants and stuff like that. What people really want to show off. That's Valentine's Day, showing off.
Right. Right. Right.
Because you remember walking
I
through
was,
school, you see somebody with the big ass teddy bear that is bigger than them.
How old's your daughter?
She 10 going on 40.
10 going on 40. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Right. Yeah, she'll be 11 in about a week.
In a week? Okay, cool. That's what's up. What's up?
Oh man, getting older. Yes, indeed. So, you know what? Let me get the show started. Yeah, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do. Getting right, bringing y'all that infotainment with the truth. Hashtag Factuals. We live with me, your host, Vision, the man and the meaning. I, the sort of omens, giving y'all that sight beyond sight. I ain't the freshest, but I bust some stupid dope moves. J30 type the better 100 to ace. Hell, and they got, oh, hell no. Drag on my face. Well, up, bless. Got the bless in the building.
Okay.
The real bless. Tell the people who you are, fam.
Man, Brooklyn blessed.
All right.
Transition, transformation, the epitome of growth and transformation, right? So that's the story.
Love it. I love it. What up, Angie? What up? If you want to join the live, you can send the request. I can join you on the live. So I got 12 topics tonight. We're not going to talk. Shout out to everybody on Facebook and on YouTube as well and on IG. I'm gonna read through the topics. I'll let you pick the first topic. All right. So we have what's scarier between jealousy, envy, or entitlement. I have the difference between dating and courting.
Okay.
Is it more personal to introduce someone to your parents or to your children?
Ooh.
Do you love someone more if you tell them the truth or if you tell them a lie? Can you be right and wrong at the same time? Doing the right thing doing the right thing the wrong way.
Bro, you got some topics here.
Oh yeah. Some of these gonna go over to next week. I'm placing emphasis on Valentine Day. We got mixing circles of friends. What is pocket watching? And then last, predetermined conversations. New York, what up? Which one you want to get into first? Want me to read them again?
No, read the one about the friend one. What was that one?
Mixing circles of friends.
Mixing circles of friends.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll take that one.
I'll take
that one.
That one 4,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that one. That one 4,000.
Let's go with that one 4,000. So it's about mixing circles of friends. If y'all want to join the live, y'all can send a request or type in join and I'll join you in. What up, Nita? How you doing? So mixing circles of friends. I'm pretty sure we all been in a situation before where we got different sets of friends and try to bring them together. I've been in this situation a few times until I learned my lesson. So what makes you want to talk about this?
Well, before I talk about it, let me just say you have some superb topics, and the easy one out of those topics is actually Valentine. Like that's the easy one. That one right. Everything else, super complex, bro. Great topic choices.
Appreciate it.
All right, circle of friends, man. I think it's like rings on a tree, right? Like when you cut the tree, you have these rings, and my cousin and I, Star, you know him.
Mm-hmm.
We always talk about it's always a crew inside of a crew, right?
Right.
And you have your core nucleus, the inside of the ring, but you also as you grow, like I said, like my story is about transformation. I think as you grow, your circle has to You have to have multiple circles.
Right.
I feel. All right. I think you have multiple circles. Like for instance, I have cousins that if I need to go party, like listen, we're going to St. Martin, we want to have a good time.
Right.
I know exactly who I'm going to call.
Right.
Right. But if I want to start the business, respectfully, I love them.
They the ones to call.
I'm probably not going to call them. Right. I'm probably not even going to sit down and ideate with them. Right. Because they just not on that type of time and they have other focus. So like this goes into the whole thing of knowing your audience, right? Knowing your audience, knowing what sparks each person's interest, because you don't want to have to like tug of war and pull people into your atmosphere depending on where your focus is, right? So for me, I have different lenses. I have a circle where I work out with. I barely know them, but we have enough in common that we may work out, right? I have individuals where I'm having conversations and talking about growth, like having a growth mindset. So we may be talking about what's the latest emerging technology since I'm in that field, right? So I have individuals who are sharing tech that I'm not even familiar with when I should be, right? So I have those circles. And then, then I may have a circle of people, respectfully, that I may know a lot of people, but like I will only invite to my house. Right. Right.
Got you.
Right. Like, right. So but you can grow, but I think it can grow. And it all depends. Like, the person from the gym, as you get to know them and maybe find certain commonalities, they become more than just the gym individual, right? As you learn their mindset, they may become potential business partners. I think it's important to have different circles, right? Because you have different needs, you have different lenses, right? So I definitely think it's super important to have different circles. And plus, more importantly, it's all about galvanizing specific mindsets, right? Like, I'm not going to have, if I'm talking tech or I'm talking investment, like right now I'm focused on investment, right? My homeboys on the block, they ain't trying to hear about no investment.
Not at all.
Right? So I can't thrive. Right. They're talking block. I can't thrive or elevate that conversation with those individuals. Right. Or if I'm looking at potential investors, I'm not going to bring those individuals into the same atmosphere. Right. So it's also about protecting your network. Right. Because different mindsets, I think you bring, and at least I try to galvanize people with the same mindset. So it's important to have those various circles.
Okay, right. I appreciate that breakdown. Because even as you were saying that, like, it kind of got me thinking, like, yeah, he's right. Because you got me thinking, like, well, not just about being right, like you hitting the nail. Now, I mean, no Diddy, but like even in my phone, I have different circles of text groups. Like I have like the family text group, but then I have like certain ones. Then we'll have certain ones with just the siblings. Now, I mean,
yeah,
like we'll have the whole family, like the aunts, the uncles, cousins. But then we'll have one with just the siblings and the mom, and then we'll have like me, my cousin. You know what I mean? Like then we'll have like the ones who work out. You know what I mean? Like everybody. Then we have the ones who's doing stock. You know what I mean? So it's like we have different groups. So it's like just like that. Like even within the family, you have circles within the bigger circle. But
yeah, absolutely.
Like you said, like certain people, like it's always me, G, and Lo. Like I mean, we always traveling. Like we go everywhere together. But like, if I wanted to invite some other like people, like they like, yo, what are you doing? Like, I mean, like it's just so like, what are you doing? Everybody don't get down how we get down, they don't move how we move. So it's like, yo, kind of keep that. You know what I mean, but certain people who was around, it's like, all right, they could come. Like that person good. But
yeah,
even then, like even when if I have an event at the crib, I like to just invite people through the crib. But then I'm realizing like, I don't really want to bring. If I got certain people here, they may be a little more like how like where we from. And then it's like,
yeah,
I can't just bring other people around the element because they're gonna be like, yo, they kind of rough around the edges, like, or you just kind of, or you just kind of lighten that.
Right.
Like, the crowds ain't gonna mix too well. Like, you know what I mean, rough around the edges, like the ass and shit is not gonna go according to plan. So, but
and things can go wrong. Things can go wrong
quick
if you don't strategically be thoughtful on how you bring people into certain circles.
Right.
Things could go wrong. For example, relationships can like, for instance, I had back in the days I was having a baby shower, and at that time I think I was like, I wasn't as transformed. So I was extremely private on exactly who would come.
Right.
So I invited a buddy, right? Invited all the people I thought, okay, because my family's gonna be here. It's a selected group of people who's gonna come into this environment, into this circle. Mm-hmm. A friend brings someone else, right? Who we know each other, but they're not in that circle.
Right.
I'm not ready for them to meet my nucleus. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not ready for them to do that because I don't know them at that level.
Yeah, to be that.
So, I have to be that close, right? To be that close. And maybe that's like just, a residual of how we grew up, right? Like our mindset of being guarded in certain ways.
Yeah.
So I had to tell my buddy, like, yo, bro, you got to ask me.
Right.
Right. Like if I invite you somewhere, right, I'm not going to come with other people unless I've spoken to you and say, hey, I know this is close circle. Do you mind if I bring someone? What do you think? Right? Because, again, you want to have people with the same mindset that it can stimulate whatever discussion, whatever event, and it makes sense. Like-mindedness.
Right. That's like, boom, like we got our Morgan State crew. Know what I mean? Like people we came up with at Morgan's, like they're not necessarily the same people that we went to high school with. Know what I mean? And it's like some of them you may feel like you may get along with this person, may get along with that person. Some of them came out to homecoming and stuff with us or whatever. They kind of met the circle, but it's like you kind of seen it then and there. Like this ain't in the mix. Is like, the good thing about us, we mostly hung around people who was where we from, but then like me, I also had like another side. So I also lived in Maryland, so it's like I had like a crew like that was from Maryland. They didn't kind of mix all the time. Know what I mean? So it was like, I got to keep that separate. What up, Mako? You want to join the convo? We're talking about mixing circles. So yeah, it's like you said, like, you got to have your circles for business. You can't bring your business partners around the people, like you said, that you used to hustle with back in the days, because it's like, it's all business at the end of the day. It's
all business.
A different type of mindset, though. Like,
right.
They used to hang out in the blocks, but it's a different type of mindset. So it's like, yeah, I could bring my drinkers around people that smoke, even though that's a different type of thing. But it's like, that's not the same thing, because some of them do the same thing anyway. But if it's people who don't like to really travel like that, don't like to be around a lot of people, I'm not gonna invite them to a game night. Know what I mean? That I'm having at the crib. It's like, if it's a few of us here, yo, come through, we just chilling and just playing cards. It's like 4 of us. All right. But if it's like, yo, it's a party, everybody's out of control. Like, no.
Right.
Stay home, nigga. Like, I'm not gonna invite with my nigga like Marcy. Marcy hates being invited to stuff like that. Know what I mean? So Marcy like, don't invite me. But Marcy will come through for the podcast. Know what I mean? With a small group. If it's a different group, Marcy can be like, yo, why the fuck you invite me? He used to say that to me all the time. That's my nigga right there. Like, he said to me all the time. I mean, I called him on his birthday. Happy belated. His birthday was a few weeks ago. Know what I mean? But yeah, man, like,
I think that
I actually learned through trial and error about that, though, because people was always like, yo, don't, I'm hard-headed at times. They were like, it ain't good to mix circles. And at first I was just like, hey, what do you mean? I'm like that all-inclusive person that is like kind of like a glue.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah,
I'm always like, yo, nah, it's like everybody got love, everybody show love, everybody don't. Everybody got love for me, but that don't mean that they gotta have love for everybody else. And I had to find that out like differently, like, I mean, so.
Did you learn it the hard way? Was like, you learned it the hard way?
I learned the hard way, and many
pause.
I got
definitely
no Sean Combs. Take that. But I learned the difficult way on many occasions from being hard-headed. So I mean, it's been a few times where trial and error had to kind of show me like, yo, how many, you know how they say like fool me once, shame, like, know what I mean? Like I fooled myself a few times, like, know what I mean? So it was shame on me every time. What up, Mako?
Yeah.
Hello.
I see you. What up, Mako? Tell the people who you are.
This is Mako, formerly known as Miko, then Moko and Coco. How you guys been?
Hey, how you doing? Good night.
So Fish nicknamed the Strawberry. I don't know why.
Even though there's nothing red about me, I'm straight chocolate here.
Oh man, so Mako, we talking about mixing circles of friends.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that you should have separate circles. Sometimes I understand the concept of wanting to bring those that you're cool with together, but I think that people have different personalities. Right? I know I understand the whole concept of, oh yeah, I keep it real, I'm myself everywhere. But you can attract different type of people at different places, right?
Right.
So for instance, at work, you can gravitate towards someone who's very outgoing and everything like that. But in your own personal life, you have friends, right, that are close to you who are introverts. If you bring them together, they're going to clash. And you're like, well, I don't understand that. I speak to this one and I speak to this one, like I communicate with both of you. So in my mind, you both would get along because we seem to have the same things, in common. But it turns out that no, it's the total opposite. Mm-hmm. So I really do agree with keeping certain friends separate from each other. And like I've learned that as I've gotten older.
So let me ask y'all. So like, did y'all learn through trial and error too? Like, was there a time when you had to mix a circle and it just went completely left? Like talk to me about it.
So I had a best friend in high school, and I had a separate best friend before my high school best friend in junior high. It was just one day, my junior high, best friend came around, and I was excited because I'm like, oh, my friends get to meet each other. I mean, there wasn't even a dialogue. My high school best friend just had an attitude and just walked off. So every time my junior high would come around, the high school was very standoffish, and even she picked up on that. Right, my junior high best BFF, and she was like, I don't think she likes you very much. And I'm like I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh no, she likes you, because I'm like, what the hell is that about?
Right.
Which is funny because going back to junior high, she had a best friend, and my junior high best friend, right? So her childhood friend or whatever, they were very close. Because I'm very playful and I joke all the time, as you know, Vijan. Right. She assumed that I would click with her friend. But her friend was very, like, when she saw me, ignored me completely. And, throughout the years, I attempted to, like, extend the olive branch, because that's what I used to do. I don't do it anymore. But, up until, the age of 35, I would say, I always try to make amends with people. It's like, okay, if you seem cool, if I've heard nothing but positive things about you, I don't have to be friends with you, but I like to be cordial.
Right.
That's just my personality. Now I don't give a crap. Like, I will also have an attitude. Now, like I said, after the age of 35. But before that, I was very friendly with everyone. So, yeah, she didn't like me for whatever reason. So, which I found out because everybody else, found her funny. And there were times where I found her funny. But whenever I came around, so it was one of those cases where I'm like, yeah, sometimes in your mind, you have an idea of how things would work out, but in reality, it doesn't.
I find, and I normally don't use umbrella statements, but I find women trying to mix circles usually go worse than men trying to mix circles. Because women,
it's possible.
a lot of times, like y'all, like women will be more so like if you're the best friend from work and you're the best friend from school and you're the best friend from life, it's like, nah, it's like we gotta fight who's the real best friend. Men don't really give a fuck about being best friends, and they're like, oh, that nigga's the best friend. Like, man, I mean, am I wrong though? Like, I mean,
Nah, you know.
Because I'm like, I've never experienced somebody trying to be more like, oh, nah, I'm the best friend. Oh, nah, I'm the best friend.
You have. You don't want to say it, but you have. But okay.
Okay, I see you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. Well, okay, yeah. He was kind of on some other shit.
He was weird.
Sadly, he's from Brooklyn, man.
Wait, are you from Brooklyn too?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Ew.
She in the Bronx. You gotta excuse her, man. Like,
she's in the Bronx. Wow.
So bless. So what's your take on that? Like have you ever, tried to mix groups of friends?
I've learned through secondhand of watching how it goes so wrong.
So you're the wise one then. Okay.
I've watched it because like I have a Caribbean. I was born in Guyana, raised in Brooklyn. So Caribbean culture and how they interact is different from American cultures, right? Because my block that I grew up is American, but around the corner is Caribbean. So how they interact and how they crack jokes is very different.
Very different.
And depending on which circle you in, it could go very wrong when you bring someone into a circle that feels like they're a part of the circle but haven't really earned the right to be in the discussion.
Right.
So these are the things like that I've had to navigate, right? Of saying, if I'm coming into stuff like, and what I mean by that is like your boy bringing you to his block that he hangs out, right? This happens a lot of growing up. Like, yo, bro, come through to my block. Now, when he comes to your block or you go to that person's block, it's a different circle. And depending on how they view you, things could go very wrong on that block. Also, depending on how they respect the person who's bringing you to that block, things can go very wrong on that block, right?
Oh, my bad, Carrie.
So that's my early learning of saying that's the type of block you don't go through unless you're going through with someone who's respected on that block.
Yes.
Right? So you have to know those things. So I've seen that gone wrong so many times of saying, that's an infamous block. I don't know why he was hanging out with him over there.
Right. That for some reason when you said that just reminded me of like, yo, where shorties invite you to their building and it's mad niggas in front.
I knew you were gonna say that. How did I know you were gonna go there?
Because Mako said I don't understand why y'all wouldn't go to why I wouldn't come in what?
So I've learned that very young, right? Of what people come to other people's blocks getting jumped. Your homeboy can't do nothing about it because maybe he's not well respected by his own boys.
Right.
And I've learned to not to like tease it, like strategically. Like I wouldn't bring you unless I felt like you can handle your own. Right. Because I may not be able to jump in for you. Right. You may have to stand on, and I'm like, okay, my guy have it, right? And I'll support you. Because we have the rule, right? I'm going a little off, right? Like, if you don't fight for yourself, I'm not going to fight for you. So, right? So I wouldn't bring you, if I wouldn't bring you around a certain group of people that I know could be volatile and they only respect strength.
Right.
So if they see that you're strong, then they'll respect it and they'll kind of like usher you in. But if they see that you're weak and they smell blood, right?
You fooled.
they're gonna treat you that way.
Right.
They're gonna treat you that way.
Right.
So I've learned how to like not bring. I keep like if I brought you, I probably wouldn't be hanging out on the block. I probably like, yo, let's go to the crib. If I know you're not that kind of. Plus, respectfully, just being respectful. I wouldn't want if I know you're not that kind of person. I wouldn't want to bring you into environments that could potentially create issues for you because I care for you as a friend. Mm-hmm. So if I know you're not that type of person, I'm not going to put you around those type of people.
Right.
Right? Because something can go wrong and you may not be positioned to handle the situation like that. So as a friend, I got to also think about that. So this is why I say I wouldn't mix in circles, right? Because I have Caribbean cousins who the way they crack jokes is highly disrespectful, but they find it funny.
Right.
Right.
It's always like that. Like within like the closest group, y'all will crack some real. It's like Italians. Look at this cocksucker right here. Huh?
Right.
If somebody called me, I'm like, yo, what? No, it's good. No, it's up. No, I mean, it's about to go down. Pause.
Yeah, so when you come into that group, you gotta be smart enough to say, I don't think I've earned the right to call somebody else whatever term you're gonna call them, unless you built that relationship with them.
Right.
And by the way, I mean, you can take that to work, right? It's like that's always about building rapport, right? That's all about building rapport, right? Mm-hmm. Like you have to know the level you're on with that person, or to be able to say, like again, like going back to my neighborhood, like I wouldn't bring you to say, yo, meet me on the block if I didn't think you were that type of person, right? Or if I did bring you, I wouldn't like bring you into that group. Like maybe we go up in the crib, bro. Let's go to the crib, or but I won't be standing out front because if it's a dangerous environment, I just don't want you to be there, right?
Especially if you don't know how to navigate. Like funny shit. Like for one, first off, if you ever make some pepper pot. I need a pepper pot. Now, I mean,
I got you.
But funny story. Like, so I'm working, right, and niggas at work, like, hey, everybody at work think they just like, yo, nobody know about me outside of here. I'm really like this outside of here. Y'all see the work me. It just ain't really me. But it's always the ones who want to like act like that. Who was like, yo, we should chill outside of here, da 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 da. And I'm just like, nah. I mean, so it's one nigga my jobs, like one of my jobs, like, yo, let's get out. I'm like, nah, I'm good, son. But one day I was like, yo, all right, my niggas meet me at this spot. Know what I mean? So met us there. Niggas talking about all types of shit from back in the days, da da da. And this nigga try to make up stories. It's like, and you can tell it's kind of fabricated because now all of a sudden he just American gangster, you know what I mean? Like da da da. And everybody's looking down like, huh? So then when shit go down, like later on that night, it's like he couldn't hold his own. Like, you know what I mean? Like he couldn't hold his own, 1 with the liquor, 2 with the shorties, and 3 with the people that he was rubbing the wrong way. So he wound up getting knocked out. But it was and everybody looking at him like, yo, that's your man. So I was like, yo, I just work with the niggas.
Right. So I like, and sometimes you outgrow certain circles, right? Mm-hmm. Right.
Yes.
So and then you may have to navigate differently. Like I remember, I'm graduated now. I got children. I would still slide through my block, and one time I'm going back, I got the nice whip or whatever, and I switched my clothes. Like I just, from however swagged out I was, I switched and downplayed everything.
Right.
Nike sweatpants, Nike hoodie. I even dropped my whip off, hopped in my mom's whip, right? Right? And so, my wife is like, that's how you going to the block? I'm like, yeah. Right?
Pretty much.
Right? Because now I understand I'm no longer a part of the nuclear circle of that block.
Right.
I'm now sort of an outsider of that block.
Right.
Right? Right? So when I'm going back into this circle, I have to understand that the dynamics of this circle has
It's
changed.
changed. Like
It has changed.
50 said, it ain't good doing good in front of niggas in the hood.
Exactly. So she's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go there and make them feel I'm doing amazing. Now I'm looking like food.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking,
y'all. I'm doing way better than y'all. Y'all ain't
yeah,
shit. Da, da, da.
exactly. I'm gonna take off everything. Yo, Nike suit, Air Max, pull up, what's good?
Yeah.
Right? Because now the circle has potentially changed because you've been away to other connective relationships have formed, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you've been away from that circle.
Right. New people are in.
Right? New people are in.
Right.
Right?
That means new
So
ideas,
I have
new regime.
New regime. There you go. New regime, new mindset.
Right.
Right? You know, some of your peoples may have been locked up, so they're no longer out there. So the amount of people you may know becomes a little smaller, right? Versus all the people you would have known, right?
Right.
So now when you come out there, you have to be mindful of saying, I'm not gonna come out there looking like a turkey, bro.
Straight full, man.
Right?
And that's what it is. What you got anything to say on that, Mako?
That what?
I said, you got anything to say on that?
I'm sorry. What were you talking about? I was busy doing something.
She over there watching Law and Order. Girl, what do you do?
we were talking about, maybe, I don't know if women go through this, but you can help us. I was talking about like when you, like we talked, the whole concept of this is like circles, right? So I kind of look at it from another way of me having to go back into an old circle. Like I left my block, I went to school, right? Friendships change, you're not as connected as you were. So now you're no longer completely in that circle. You're somewhat looking at the circle now. Now you have to go back to that circle and try to reassimilate for whatever temporary moment it is. So I was saying, like, when I go back to that circle, right, I'm not going back there flossing or going back there trying to create this image that I'm doing great, where I become now potentially a target, right? Because the strength and the connection in that circle has changed because the dynamic has changed.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure some women go through that. I mean, I don't see why not. I'm pretty sure there are some women who do go through that. I think people, some people go through that, right? I just don't understand why. Why would you, like, for me personally, I'm not going to dim down my life for people that I have outgrown. Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you have outgrown them. So why do you need to go back to that circle is what I'm trying to understand.
I think that may happen a lot more, maybe in sororities or something like that. I mean, where there's more social gatherings.
Then it's not a circle. Like because if you move, for instance, right, to a different place, and then let's say there's like you guys, what is it, like a party every Christmas that you guys come together, or you have someone in common that everyone keeps in touch with. So you meet up at that person's house once in a blue or once in a while. I mean, that's just that, right?
Well,
would you change your personality, like like the person that you have become? Would you change that for them?
No, I wouldn't change it to them, but I'm coming from, I also have to understand the landscape I'm in, coming from the neighborhood I came from, right? Like, how I survived, right? So to your point, let's say, like, I grew up, there should be 30 of us on the corner, right?
You were one of those.
Right?
That's how
I hated walking by y'all.
I have transformed.
Yeah, I hated walking by you guys. I used to cross the street whenever I saw y'all in the corner. Couldn't stand it growing up. So, oh my God. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying, now in different stages of my life, like I've grown past going back to that circle, right? Just at this age I am. But while I was still in college, I was still connected to my people, right? So when I go visit and I understand the dangers because I grew up in that block and I've seen how people have gotten into a lot of stressful situations, robbed, shot, right? So I've learned how to navigate that environment and be smart, right? So I'm not necessarily dimming my light because I'm still going to be who I am. I'm going to talk the same way, but I'm also not going to put myself out there to attract unnecessary attention, right? It's the same reason why I don't wear guarded jewelry, right? Because yes, I can afford the diamond watch or the big chains, right? But I wouldn't wear that in an environment that I know it can make me a target. Right? So you could say that's dimming my light. No, I say that's strategic.
It's called discernment.
Right? There you go, discernment. So to me, it's like when I go back into that environment, or maybe I go see, one of my boys, like maybe my best friend still is out there. I mean, he's dead, but let's say he's still out there and I'm passing through to go see him. I have to be mindful that that block is not only him on that block, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of other people who is looking to rob people, right? Who's looking to take someone's life over what they're wearing, maybe over what they're driving. So I'm not going to go out there and just be dumb, right? I'm going to go out there smart and strategic, right? But eventually, as I've grown past those things and relationships have changed now that, I'm much older, I don't see the need for me to actually even go back to a block, right?
Exactly.
I spend more time with my family. But this was when I was in college.
The way I see it, that's no longer your circle. This is
correct.
What I'm
saying. Correct.
That's no longer your circle. So, yeah. If I'm going back to visit someone I'm close to, that's different than going back and hanging out with these people every so often. So that's why I'm saying that.
Both things could be true. Because the people I'm close with were my brothers when I left the block.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I didn't grow up with a bunch of family. My boys in the block were my family.
Your brothers, right. Your family.
They were my brothers. But you outgrow family. We all know. But I think we're making the same point, right? The point I was making is that you have to know when you outgrow a circle, or when you're starting to outgrow the circle, that you can't navigate the circle in the same way.
It's like, I know at a certain point, it's like, when I go certain places, I don't go back to places that I used to be, or people hang around people that I used to hang around in the regular. One, because it's not that I feel as though I'm better than them or better than my upbringing. It's more so that I'm just not there anymore. And it's not judging anyone with doing what they're doing. I'm just not doing the same things they're doing now. I don't want to be around certain conversations anymore. I don't want to do certain things with people doing certain shit. And it's like, plus, like you said, like a lot of the people that was in that circle, like my circle, like you said, could be my circle from that group of people, but there's a lot of other people in that circle now. So it's no longer my circle. It's a circle with some of my people in it. I mean, and it's like, and what happens there is like, it's just a new day and era. It's like, it's like Lion King. It's like, there's a new, it's a new sheriff in town. It's a new, it's a new regime. So it's like somebody else is taking over. But it's like, I've been one time I had went home and it's like, niggas like, you ain't from here. I'm like, nigga, fuck you mean ain't from here? You like, get your little young ass out of here. Like, I mean, and it's like, the nigga
they didn't see you growing up.
Niggas want to test your heart, yet they standing out there with people that clearly knew me, because some of them from some of them are younger, like, but because I'm gonna be cool with that, with their older brothers or whatever. But it's like that just wasn't it no more. Even some of my people still be out there, but they'll sit back and laugh rather than be like, no, y'all niggas, y'all gotta chill the fuck out, because now they see how shit has shifted. So they may say that, the block is still a block. Like, you gonna, like, this little nigga gonna get knocked out, but it had to happen because, he came around, nigga talking shit, like, and this is how this generation is handling it, but they still gonna keep it to like, shoot the fair one, but it's like, even though you don't want to do that, this is like, sometimes that shit happens. And it's like that's why I was curious when you said like, yo, like, do women go through that? I'm like, damn, do women go through that? Like, I mean, because like, I've never seen it where a woman come, like a shorty come back to the block and they with their girls or not even to the block, wherever they go, they may have a new set of friends and it gets catty in there, but is it like a battle? Like that was a very well depicted picture that you painted. So I'm just like, damn, that shit was kind of vivid. And I'm like, damn, does that shit happen? Because I know the shit that we go through as men, like, I mean, like, it's like it's the jungle. It's like you got survival of the fittest. And like, if you can't walk through this shit, walk through the block to get to your door, they not gonna part the seat for you to let you walk to the door. You can have your bags, you can have your graduation cap on and all. Niggas like, yo, you can't, how they say, you can't sit here. You can't come in here. Like, you gotta either say, all right, I'm gonna turn around and go back to my car, or you gotta say, nigga, I'm getting the fuck in the crib, move. You know what I mean? Or get moved. You know what I mean? And
yep. So this whole scenario makes me think about a Nas bar, and it's one of my favorite bars where he says, I think it's either thug changes and love changes and best friends strangers. Right? That's a jewel that speaks to outgrowing and having the discernment. I love the word that you use, bro. To know when you have outgrown or when
that's the biggest word he knows.
I know onomatopoeia.
Photosynthesis.
There, what's that? Now I was like,
and even people you may have considered brothers. I remember a scenario where I'm in college and I go back home and my one of my best friends, he's dead now, rest in peace. We get pulled over, right? This is somebody I was with all the time. And sometimes you gotta let people go. This is like when you have to like exit the circle.
Right.
When you have to exit the circle because it no longer serves you in a positive way, right? My homeboy, we get pulled over. Police search the vehicle. They find nothing. As soon as they pull off, he starts laughing. And I'm like, bro, what you laughing about?
Why are you laughing?
He's like, these dudes dumb. I got this joint stashed right here.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Bro.
So you could have gone to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
While I'm in college, right? So I had to make the decision like,
can't do that again.
I think I can hang with you. So now I started, it took me a while. Like I've grown a lot. Like my first phase of like discernment was like, yo, bro, when I come back home, yo, you dirty, you strapped? Because if you dirty and you strapped, I'm not getting in a whip.
Right.
So just let me know. Right? But eventually, as I grew older, it was like, I don't even need to ask you those questions because I'm no longer associating with that.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
I just had this conversation.
I am going to remove myself from the circle for the betterment of what's important to me, which is no longer the block.
Right.
It's my family.
Mortgage. What's going on, Mortgage? My apologies to you, man.
Right? So I think discernment is a key as it relates to the circle of friendships.
Gotta use discernment. It's not judgment, y'all. We talked about that, I think, last week, the difference between judgment and discernment. Mortgage, you there?
He'll come back.
I think he on mute. Is he there?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
What's going on, Mortgage? Tell the people who you are, man.
What's going on? This is Mortgage the Eliminated. We eliminate your 30-year mortgage by invalidating your mortgage contract. I know I came in late. Yeah.
Talk about mixing circles of friends. What's your take on that? And have you ever did that before and had what happened?
I try not to mix the circle of friends. I mean, because I keep a small circle in the first place, but I try to not mix the circle of friends because that's like me being being around friends that business business associates, and then you bring certain people around certain energetic rooms that they're not used to.
Right.
So no, I'm not mixing that because if I know your energy has never been around that, and I know you don't know how you're gonna. I don't need you to say something out of pocket that is not gonna set the situation right. And these are relationships that I've built on a different level than what I know you.
Right.
So if I know that you can't mix in with the room, I'm not even going to be calling you about this. I mean, it's just not going to happen. So I mean, if I go on the block, we cool, we hang out, whatever. But I know the difference of who to bring to the room and who not to.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in to #Factuals, your one stop for information entertainment. We call that infotainment and the finest of fuckery. Mako, let you pick the next topic. Oh, what up, my G? So we got what's scarier between jealousy, envy, or entitlement. We have the difference between dating and courting. We have is it more personal introducing someone to your parents or to your children? Do you love someone more if you tell them the truth or if you tell them a lie? You got can you be right and wrong at the same time? Basically doing the right thing the wrong way. Do you place an emphasis on Valentine's Day? What is pocket watching and predetermined conversations?
What's the last one?
Predetermined conversations.
Oh, I like the parents and child one.
Okay. Oh, Mako got knocked up. So that
Okay.
one is I'm messing with you. Is it more
I know you
personal
are.
introducing someone to your parents or to your children? Talk about it, Mako. What did you like about this one? What's your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, I think it's nice. It's a nice touch, but for me, I think the kids is more personal than the parents. And some, even though I don't have any kids, I have nieces and nephews, and they've never seen me with a man for a reason. Especially my niece. I'm very mindful because that little girl, I mean, she's 12 now, but she watches me. And I'm like, whoop. Even if I'm fighting out here, she doesn't have to know. You understand? She doesn't have to know. Because I don't want her to be, I don't want her to think that.
Can you hear mute mortgage?
Oh, my bad.
Hey, it's taking you something.
No, I like, how do I say? I mean, hey, I've had my own, life experiences. Right. There's a lot of things that I wasn't taught, but I had to learn, through personal experience. And with that, the knowledge that I have and seeing how she's raised, right? I don't want her to think that, how do I say it without offending anybody? But I don't want, huh? No, I just don't want, I don't want my niece to think that it's okay to just bring around any kind of man.
Right.
That's just how I feel.
Okay.
She's raised with a mother and father. And her and her brothers, that's all they see. Even when they go to school, all of their peers, right?
Right.
And schoolmates, they're all in, households with moms and dads. So they have a different way of viewing life. Like, for instance, there's someone close to the family, an older woman. She's divorced, but she dates. And she has a child. Growing up, they've seen her with different men, right? And they couldn't understand which man was the child's father, even though they met the child's father. you're laughing, but that's, to them, it's like, okay.
I know the situations. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. No, but that's the thing. And so that had me looking at life in a different way. I'm like, well, if that's how they see it, and I think it's pretty cool that you have kids who just only know of two parents. I mean, divorces happen, right?
Right.
But in their minds, it's normal to just be a family, which is a small unit. And that's what I want. I don't want my... I mean, life do be lifing. I mean, it do be life.
Oh, you want to answer? You want to answer real quick?
Well, I wanted to ask Mako. I said, as being as though, from a woman's point of view, I mean, wouldn't it be more? I mean, well, wouldn't it be more essential if you sat down and explained certain things to her from the age range that she is, without going deeper into it from an adult level necessarily, still explaining it, but explaining it on a level where you can make her understand it, but because, like you said, life is life and things change. So if they do see you with people, they kind of understand once you explain it, and then it gives her a perspective, because by her knowing who you are and watching how you move, she already knows that from what she sees, that you don't move in a certain particular type of way outside of what she knows you to do in the first place. But just explaining how life is will give her a more rounded aspect, so when she grows up, she can remember what you already told her about that particular type of situation.
All right, so
you want Living to introduce himself before we continue? Since he's on.
Yeah. Art, what up, man? It's been a minute.
What's the word? It's been a minute. What's going on?
What's up, Art?
Cool. Yo, what up? Living on. Y'all already know.
All right.
I'm here.
Right now we talk about, is it more personal introducing someone to your parents or to your children? And then you can answer that one. Well, I want y'all to answer both of these when y'all so, and then also, would you rather meet someone's parents or children? Go ahead, Art. It's on you.
Hey. All day kids for sure, bro.
All right. That's what I say. So
I love Art, these one answer.
I gotta be honest, bro.
No. I'm saying I love how Art do it, because he don't elaborate nothing. Just kids. That's it.
Is he saying? I'm sorry.
I mean,
to me at least. So tell them about
right. To me too. It's like, honestly, it's like, what more is there left to say?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if he would rather teach his parents. That's what I didn't understand.
So to me, I'm the same. Like, when it comes to introduce somebody to your kid, like I introduce somebody to my mom. I mean, it takes a while for I introduce somebody to my mom. I mean, if I'm dealing with them or whatever. But at the same time, you may have to meet my mom about something, because it may be something that she knows that she may need to discuss with you about, like that has nothing to do with me. Who knows what the case may be. Like, y'all could be in the same type of profession. Y'all could do the same type of things. There's something that you may know that she may need to know, or vice versa. But there's no reason why you should be talking to my kid. So it's like, unless you go into a certain place, I've grown up. I grew up seeing, many people being around, many people that in and out, like, and there's in many situations I've seen kids calling people uncle, auntie.
Right. How many uncles we got? Goddamn.
Word. Like,
and that we are not related to.
Yo. Like,
that's
grandma,
weird.
So uncle, but such and such was saying, uncle who? So meanwhile, your mom's getting piped down. Like, I mean, you see that person sleeping in your mom. All right. See that person sleeping in your mom's room. I mean, coming out the next morning, it's like, yo, hold on, what happened? Like, So now you thinking, okay, they're sleeping. So it's just a lot of different confusions going on here, and honestly, I think it's more personal meeting the child, because when you meet that person's child, it's like, okay, now this is a part of them. That it's a different type of world. Flossie, what up, Flossie? Hello.
Maybe on mute.
Hey y'all.
Yep.
Hola.
Y'all missed the first topic. Y'all missed the first topic, but be on to the second one. So to me, that's that. So Flossie, tell the people who you are.
Hey y'all, it's Flossie So Bossy. Good evening.
So is it more personal to introduce someone to your parents?
Good evening.
Wait, what's the question? Hey Mortgage, hey Mako.
Is it more personal to introduce someone to your parents or your children?
I mean, is that it depends on the person. Some people think it's more important for the person to meet their parents. Some people think it's more important to meet their kid. It just depends on the person. I don't think either one trumps the other. It just depends on who it is. Everybody's different, so some people might. And also, this is real life, right? So scenarios happen. You might meet the kid before you meet the parent. You might meet the parents before you meet the kid. There's really no straight up answer for that. Now, if you are intentionally saying, oh, I would rather this person meet my parents first or this person meet my kid first, that's intentional. But life is not always predictable that way. It doesn't always go that way.
Right.
So there really isn't a rule to that. You know, everybody got their own rules. All rules are not for everybody. Your rules might be different than others on the panel, you know, Mako or Mortgage, but you know, it just depends. I think that both persons or aspects are important. Parents are important. Children are important. I do think that you shouldn't have just anybody around the kids. I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, we did.
You shouldn't have.
I was actually gonna say something from that show, but go ahead.
Yeah, you shouldn't have everybody around your kid. I know me personally, my son hasn't met anybody outside his father. He don't know men.
Right.
You know, he don't know anybody I talk to. No, I'm serious about that. Like
you say he don't know men.
Nah, he don't. He really don't. The only men he know is his uncles, his father. As far as me dealing with guys, he's never even seen one.
Right.
He's never, and I haven't been with his dad for 6 years. He hasn't laid eyes on no man. But I'm different. I know some women are comfortable. I don't judge them for that, but I do know that it's kind of like when you look at the Nature Channel and you watch the lion come up on the land, and the first thing he does is he kills all the cubs. Right? You ever seen that?
Right.
Because that lion is like, get these cubs out of here. They not mine. I'm about to make my own cubs. So the reason why, the reason why I'm bringing that up is a lot of what happens in the wild. That does not. It's no different than what happens among humans.
Right.
What happens amongst animals. So it's very rare that, and I want to be very careful how I say this, because I don't want it to seem like, you know, you can't meet. And I'm talking from a woman's perspective. You can't meet a man and he actually genuinely cares for your kids. But it's you've heard so many times of stories where the boyfriend killed the kid. The boyfriend did this to the kid. The child was molested. And so you have to be very cognizant and very careful, ladies, you know, dating. These men, their innate nature, they don't really care for your kid. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. And so innate nature. It's not, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying I haven't seen great stepfathers. I've seen some very great stepfathers, you know what I'm saying? Where they came into the game, they came into the crib and they raised these kids. They wasn't theirs, you know what I'm saying? My dad, he raised my brothers. Those are not his kids. You know what I'm saying? But they know him. They don't know their dad.
Right.
That's their dad. You know what I'm saying? But that's very rare. So, you know, not to get off subject, that's just how it is. You know, you don't want to just subject your kid to anybody. You know what I'm saying? The parents are adults, so they can kind of handle that dynamic differently. You know, they're mature.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I, you know, as far as somebody meeting, y'all know just from me talking on the show, my father is like on a pedestal.
Mhm.
As far as you meeting my dad, that would be like, it wouldn't even be on purpose. It might be I'm having something, he's there, my mother's there, you know, the person I'm dealing with is there. Cool. It's going to be a cool situation because that's just how my father rolled with it. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
Right. And so, you know, it just depends on who you're dealing with, how y'all dynamic is. Are you comfortable with this person being around your kids? Are you comfortable around this person even being around your tribe?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because your tribe is just as important. My tribe of my friends, my girlfriends, everybody don't meet them. Okay?
Right.
You got to be pretty important to meet them because they're special to me. And I can't have just any old man around the tribe of women that I'm around because y'all are supposed to be, as the men, protectors. So if you a sucker, you can't even meet the tribe. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to have you around because you're not safe. So yeah, I think it's important. You just have to have discernment when you navigate in humans, period.
Mm-hmm. So can I ask? So yeah, I think it's more important to not have like Frost said, not have it around the kids because the adults can navigate that on their own. But the aspect of around the kids, I agree with her. No, you don't. The only time you want to meet around the kids should be when you get married.
I agree.
That's the only time.
Engaged. Not married, but at least engagement. So that
Engaged, right? Engaged.
You got to make sure you get along with your kids, so they got to interact before they
exactly.
get married.
Right. Right. No. I meant to say engaged.
I've seen how that goes. Well, we're not even gonna go with that because that's insanity. But it is too late. I've seen that too, where it is too late to talk about it when you are.
Yeah, I meant to say engaged.
I mean, even the engagement. My dad was dating my bonus mom, who's been my bonus mom since I was 9 years old. Right? He was dating her. I met her because he was serious with her. And then a year later, he sat me and my sister down and asked us, were we okay if he proposed to her?
Yeah. So
he did not even propose to her.
I think that's a good
unless we were, you know what I'm saying? Like and I'm not saying, I know it may come off like I put my dad as like God, but I just seen him do things so differently that I don't really see a lot of people do. And so I'll never forget that. He asked us because the main thing was, it ain't about, do you like her? What is it? You know, is this dynamic going to work? Because we got to blend these families. You know, she got her son. I got my 2 daughters. This is the foundation has to be firm. Else this is not, the legacy is not going to flourish. Right? So when you get in together and you blend in families, this is a serious thing. I've seen it where, you know, people I love dearly didn't wait until the night of the wedding to talk to their kids about who they're marrying. It's too late.
Ooh, how did that?
You get what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Man, yeah, that's crazy.
Well, we're gonna keep it secretive, but you know what I'm saying. So it's those things where people get too caught up in wanting to live their own lives, and you still have children. You have to navigate even while you're dating and you have children. They're a package deal. So any man that deals
right.
this is a package deal.
Right.
So if you don't I deal with my son, you don't deal with me.
What is going on? Are you eating chips or something?
Oh, my bad.
Are you a boxing something?
No, I'm throwing it away in the trash, but never mind.
So rude. So rude. But
No, I ain't think y'all. But my bad.
You
No.
always think don't nobody hear your background. You got the most ruthless background in mankind. You gotta just go on mute.
Your background is live in action.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all I gotta say. Like, it's not even just the women. Men gotta be careful too. You know, you can't just have anybody around, and it's not children. You know, their brains get what you call stained very, very quickly. You know, memories, trauma, all of that. So you can't have them around anything. It's not that you can't live your life, but you got to get very serious and strategic about when you're dating and you're dealing with the opposite sex. Everybody doesn't need to be around your kids. That's just not something that needs to happen.
I'm gonna go through some of these comments. So, all right, that was the real blessed. That was blessed. Blessed. I know he's not on. So King Lewis said use discretion and discernment. All right, so then he said it leaves trauma for the child to meet all these new individuals. Got to be careful. Art said lions are the most ruthless and they're more similar to humans than like what said all this with the dear sister saying is 100 about you, Flossie. Awesome.
Oh, okay. Hi, King Lewis.
He said, well, I'm a stepfather and these kids, not kids, they call me dad. But it worked. Come out with I think what said it works both ways. I think that's what he was talking about when mortgage was. He said men don't bring these women around your kids neither. Facts. And then he said you can't love the women and not love them kids. Facts as well. But there's been far too many instances where we may see it on TV and be like, oh hell no, that wouldn't be me. But there's far too many instances where in real life, people just you see some dudes use their kids to try to like date or you know like they go on fishing or whatever and get the shorty, and then they just got their kids around every time. Oh, they so cute, not knowing who that person is, and then you got the same thing, ladies just having dudes around their kids, or we need help, or whatever the case may be, you know, and whatever their cases may be, it's like, you know, but they got the man or the woman around their kids, and it's just so unsafe. I mean, because you want to get your rocks off or whatever the case may be, it's like you can do it when your kids are not around. You know, sometimes even just like empty the rest where your kid where they lay your head, but it's just not a safe situation. It's like. You know, it's like I don't think that you have to wait till marriage, but I definitely do think that when it comes to if you believe that you can take that person serious in that way, right? You know, and you're moving and you want to move in that direction, then you probably should at that point, you know, start to wean that, you know, start to merge those types of interactions, because it's detrimental. It's like and it can have a very potent impact on your relationship if your kids don't fuck with the person you're with, or vice versa, because the kids are gonna make that shit live in hell, or so with the person, I mean, that you're dealing with for your kids, and you gotta be sure that they can take it.
And I want to add something to that. Make sure that the way you move and in the way that if you have kids or whatever prior to you, I mean, being with somebody or engaged or whatever, that your parenting style links together. Because let's say you got that person got kids or whatever, your parenting style may not connect with theirs. Theirs might be passive aggressive, and yours might be more directly, you know, affirm firm to the situation because that's a dynamic that don't really even be discussed.
Right.
In terms of that, because see, you can get along, but then you can also get into a dynamic of the way that you look the parent. I mean, can conflict with theirs. So that's another dynamic that's hard to really see unless you be around that dynamic. And that could show up later if you don't. So it's a gray area. You don't want to bring them around too early, but then you don't want to, I don't know. In that dynamic, it's just like, I don't know how to figure that one out until because you get married, but you find out the dynamic and the parent and style don't mix. Then it's like, what you do? I don't know. You know what I mean? So that's a whole different other dynamic.
They go try to exit the live. Baco, you got something you want to say? Spinning. What's on the other side of the coin? Conversation for
No, as far as to piggyback off of what Flossie said, people like the guy can't really meet, her girlfriends, her tribe. Listen, you're gonna meet my friends. This is for me. You're gonna meet my friends. We're gonna talk about you. They're gonna tell me what they think about you. Okay? They're gonna meet my parents, or well, not parents. They meet mom. They don't meet dad. My father has never met a guy that I've dated because in my mind, for me, I've always wanted it to be the man I'm going to marry that I would introduce to my father. So that's why he's never met anyone I've dated. But yeah, my mom has met people that I've dated before. There's no.
Oh yeah, I wasn't saying that they don't meet my tribe. Everybody don't meet my tribe. I'm very selective. Is what I'm saying. Everybody don't meet them. I said if you a sucker, you definitely not meeting anybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't even make it through the threshold. But yeah, of course you meet the tribe because they the council. You know what I'm saying? They the council. They're gonna observe. And I'm not saying that I take their opinions or what they say all the time because everybody has opinions. Everybody has something to say or whatever because that's just what, people do. But no, I wasn't saying everybody doesn't meet them. What I'm saying is alongside of the parents and my kids, my tribe, which is not that big, they're just as important because they're a part of my community. And so we move like that together because we're joining, we're building a dynasty, literally, you know what I'm saying? So they, yeah, like real shit. I'm not even exaggerating with that. Everybody is contributing to a bigger picture, a bigger goal. So they're just as important as well. And I'm not talking about just my associates or acquaintances or, I'm talking about my sisters. These are people that my son calls them their aunt, on some real live, so yeah.
So Flossie, if the tribe ever need help with some credit, let me know.
Oh, everybody always needs help with, all kinds of things. But, everybody's always got an opportunity for the credit game. That's not. That's
or the mortgage, either one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I think that when it comes to like the fellas, and I'm not saying all, but for the most part, from what I've seen, even from my own personal, it's easier for us to introduce somebody. I've never been around my father or whatever, but introduce somebody to my brother or the male figure, the men figures in my life than it is to my mother or my sisters. I mean, and for the women, I'm thinking that maybe it's the same thing. Like you're introduced to your mom because you want to get that perspective, from that parent who's the same sex as you. Like, I'm not gonna go to my mom's yeah, me and her, I'm trying to pop. Like, what do you think, mom? Dynamic, but I don't know. So that's just kind of what Mako was saying, like she introduced to her mother, but not the father. And you know, even Flossie, like I understand how you are with your pops. So it's like it's gonna be less likely that you're gonna do that before you introduce somebody to like the women figures in your life, you know. So I understand. I would like to think I understand that dynamic because I'm the same way. Like I'll bring somebody around. I don't, like I said, I don't have my father, but my uncles and my brother all day. But my mom,
I mean, God,
is like pump the brakes, like. So I don't know. Let me. I want to get Art in here because I know he want to say something. Art, you still there?
Oh, I can come down.
Charged.
I can come down.
She said phone.
You guys have a good night.
She said phone charge.
I can come down.
Huh? Art, you still
I
there?
can come down so he can come up.
I think Mako left.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, all right.
No, he said he had his phone. He said his phone had died. That's why he got off. But that's why I'm like, his phone is charged. I'll get off.
What you gotta go to sleep or something, Mako?
Yeah.
I said I would come down
phone
too.
day today.
Huh?
So, one of my coworkers, she had graduated nursing school.
Congratulations to her.
Right? It was like, let's
That's a
say,
big deal.
So
it is.
drunk?
No, listen to me. This was last month. So let's say she graduated nursing school on the 6th. So that was Tuesday. That following Monday, she died.
Oh,
what?
sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yes, condolences.
Yeah.
Damn.
So today was her birthday.
Stay on.
No, I
Today was her
can drop
birthday.
down.
No. I'm saying today was her birthday, and so at work, her family came and we did a whole ceremony for her. So there was some crying involved again. So I had a long day. We're a little bummed out. So that's
stay
all.
in the comments then. I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah.
So
living can come.
Condolences.
Yeah, definitely sending you positive vibes and things like you won't do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Always thinking happy thoughts. As long as we're here, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Good night, people.
Night. Yeah, I said I would go down too so that whoever else wanted to join can come up. Join the live. I can't even talk. The live. I could come down.
Yeah.
Oh man, you hopped off screen with them, man. How you gonna join them off the screen, man? I thought I had a screen.
I was over here snacking, boy. I'm eating a flame of hot with the dip. But I was over here snacking.
Clean your stomach up. Clean your stomach up. All you need is a White Castle burger, and it's a fucking kamikaze.
Oh, the Lay's. Yeah, I ain't had chips I can't even spend a minute.
I ain't gonna hold you.
All you missing is a White Castle burger.
You see this?
Nope.
With the French onion.
That's enema.
Soup sauce.
You over there making natural enemas? What's happening?
Everything natural.
Fluffy, you stupid, bro.
All you missing is a White Castle burger and it's a kamikaze out.
I gotta close my bag.
5 minutes. Hey, all right. You keep eating that. You won't drop that. You won't drop down because the phone died.
I wanted to drop down because all the fellas. Let one of the other fellas join.
That's why my teeth fucked up now, boy. I've been giving years.
Everything has changed. Some people don't relationships.
I do what I want to do. Don't tell me what if I want to do nothing.
Nah, but
I do what I want to do.
The people with the care shit.
So is it more important introducing someone to your parents? I mean, is it more personal to introduce someone to your parents or to the children?
I mean, I think it's to the children, bro.
Oh, you already
because on some, yeah, I've answered, but it also, if mom says she no good, she no good.
Yeah.
Off the rip. Flossie, I know you big on your dad, but like dad ain't got to say so.
But it's different for y'all. That's your mother, and you're the son. I'm the daughter, and that's my dad.
Right.
The daughter got to get looked over by the dad, son.
Yeah, that's a whole different dynamic because my mother.
See, because if I had a daughter,
my mother is going. Let me tell you something. First of all, you don't. For me, you don't meet one without the other. I know Miko said you'll meet her mother before the dad, but my parents are always together. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to meet both of them at the same time. It ain't no meeting one and not the other.
Right.
That's my dynamic because my parents been married and they are hand in glove. They're always together. Now, has my mother seen my boyfriends before my dad back when I was growing up? Yes. Like I said, life is not perfectly set up. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if my father met a dude, like how you said, if your mother meet a woman and she say she no good, if my father lay eyes on a dude and be like, "Yo, it's something not right about him," I'm leading with that because
but you know what? Can I say
because he's a man. Because he's a man and he knows the energy, the masculine energy, so he's gonna identify it. Just like your mother is going, she has the feminine energy. She's going to identify, okay, she a little off kilter, she off her rocker. Because women know. You know what I'm saying?
But this where we gonna argue. This where we gonna argue.
No, we don't gotta argue because, you know, that's how you thinking. You know, you saying if she no good, she no good. My mother, if she say a guy no good, I'm gonna follow that as well because
but if he's doing everything he need to do for you, you ain't listening to your mother. Let's be honest.
Sometimes you got.
I don't know if you asking me personally because I can answer you personally or you talking to the audience.
I mean, you can answer me how you want to, but I know.
No, I'm asking. Are you asking me personally when you say you, or are you saying that in general?
No,
because for me,
we don't do.
Okay. That's why I'm like, I don't gotta.
No, she said she could have answered you both ways. Or she ain't just scared.
Personal way already. I know sometimes.
But you know what it is? That's why right there, you don't want to meet her dad. Don't meet her dad.
I already know. Her dad ain't playing.
So it's like
No. Let me tell y'all something about my dad.
Hold on. Y'all damn.
I'm just responding to what the person said to me. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm just saying sometimes the mother's overprotective of their sons. You know what I mean? So no, that means like, so no shorty will ever be good enough for their son, you know? So you gotta be wary of those situations as well. Go ahead, Flossie.
So I'm gonna go into all of that and wrap it up real quick. My father is the coolest dude in the room. He ain't gonna really be at you like that. But if he smell that you not right, he's got a nice little 99.9 percentile success rating. You know what I'm saying? And this is somebody that he ain't really that hard up on guys because he knows what it is to be a man. My father was a single father. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? He was a single father. No help, no nothing. So if he's observing who and
drop
keep
a
in
bomb
mind,
for him. That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, like
oh shit, wrong one.
It wasn't no aunt or anything helping him. You know what I'm saying? He's raising he's raising 2 daughters after his wife died from cancer. You know what I'm saying? So, when you talk about how he looks at, keep in mind, my sister's 11 years older than me. So by the time I start dating, he's real sharp about observing boyfriends and shit like that. This ain't his first rodeo.
Right.
So, by the time I'm coming in the picture with dudes, he's just looking at it like, yo, if he's a straight bum, he a straight bum. It ain't no way around that. And for my father to call somebody a bum, it gotta be a lot there. It gotta be a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he's not calling you a bum because you don't have no money. He's talking about you being a bum as far as, you know, your mindset. And then as far as the women and the mothers, I mean,
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I'm going to put a pin in my thought. Go ahead.
And then, go ahead, continue.
I'm gonna finish this up, and then at like what the host said, you know, you got some mothers that are just straight bitches. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna be very clear cut. They just straight bitches because they are just they do not like anybody for their son. I've seen it. It goes down like that, and so some sons know how their mothers are, and so when you know how your mother is, you kind of take what she's saying with a grain of salt. But if you got a mother that's, you know, a little bit more even keeled, things like that, I know I'm not going to be like that because I want my son to go off, start his legacy and get up out my face because I'm going to have a coconut on the island when he a grown man. I'm not going to be that embedded in his life where I'm not allowing him to date and be a happy man and start his own family. But that's all I got to say about that. What was you going to say, Art?
Nah, you answered it because I was about to say you got a son now, but you going to feel when he bring a woman in the house.
You know, the only thing my son ever has to do in his life is be my son. He don't got to meet no expectations of mine. I just say he is to be a good human being. That's it.
See, you know what they say? You pardon right now. You pardon. That's not true. You pardon.
Well, you can say that. I mean, I don't agree with what you're saying, but I'm not here to prove nothing. Like,
that's your son. You gonna be you not gonna like no woman he bringing that house.
You can't tell me that though.
It's about her not liking the person. It's more so just guiding him and saying, "Hey, this is what it is. Make your choice."
You would have to really,
maybe like is the wrong word I'm using. Not
I was about to say, you would really have to know me personally, Art. That statement's not accurate. What you saying about
Art, I will.
Because I'm not even going to be on that type of time because at the end of the day, when I say I'm building a legacy, I want my son to build a legacy, which means finding a woman and continuing, because you gotta understand something. My son is the last one of his father's side of the bloodline to carry on the name.
So you built it already. It's not you building it. You already built it.
No, I didn't build anything. But what I'm saying is, he's the last one to have the opportunity to keep the bloodline going,
right?
And things like that. So I'm serious about that. I'm not going to get in the way of that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not. I take mortgage, please.
My bad.
Please, because I gotta finish my thought. So what I'm saying is, I think my mind is already in 2090. I'm not petty Eddie. I'm not gonna be on that type of time, and I'm not gonna stop the mission, the long term view. My foresight is not. It's not about me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she a chicken head, I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes you gotta let them little niggas learn too. All right, you want to deal with the chicken head? Deal with the chicken head. I'm not paying for nobody hair, nails, and feet, though. You know what I'm saying? While you 16, 17 dating the chicken head. That's what you want to do? That you're going to have to learn. Because that's what life is. That's why I'm explaining to you. I'm not going to be that way. And that's my whole intention because I've seen it. I've dated guys where their mother was a straight up bitch. And I was like, oh yeah, this shit not gonna work. She's mad rude. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though me and my son's father, I'm gonna keep it real. And I ain't even trying to get personal. I haven't been with that man for 6 years. Me and his mother tight like when I say we tight, me and her, we hang out, all that shit. She's loved me from the first day she met me.
But that's what I was saying. That didn't stop him from dealing with you. So
she loved me, so it made it easier. Yeah. But if she didn't like me, it would have been turbulent. You know what I'm saying? In our relationship, because if your mother doesn't like me, if we have a rift and we can't get along, it's hard for that man to be in the middle of these two women that he cares about so much.
Yeah.
It's not going to. 9 times out of 10, the success rate of the relationship. And it's not going to work. You do have your mama's voice, which is also kind of hard to fucking navigate. Okay, because that's a very
mortgage.
And this is what I'm saying. All right, it's certain women that you could have a conversation with, and you know they're not gonna be on that type of time. Meaning the fact that they're not gonna be breathing down their son's neck on the fact of because they already instilled certain things from their perspective as a woman what to look out for. So they already know that, you know what I mean, and they already so when they say I'm not gonna be on that type of time, you could really rock with that because you already know, yo, she done laid the foundation for that not to even occur. Already.
So can I ask you a question, August?
Go ahead.
We got 2 men on this panel right now. I'm gonna ask you a real serious question.
Well, we got 3 over here, but okay.
I mean, not true to myself. Not true to myself. But like, where did you learn more from when it comes to dealing with men? Did you learn it from your mother or did you learn it from your father? Dealing with women, bro.
My father's a punk. My father's a punk. So what I'm saying is, I found.
Did you learn it more from women how to deal with women?
Evenly.
Okay. What about you, Jay?
My father was never around. I never got a chance to. You know what I mean, so
it don't even gotta be him. It just man or woman. Who did you learn it more from?
No, I got you. I'm gonna answer that. I'm getting around. So like I said, my father was never around. So like, but and growing up, I've seen lots of things coming from. My mom told me one thing, and then I've seen some other things. My brother told me some things, and I've seen other things. So I've seen all those experiences, and all of that shit kind of developed me growing up. Now, I mean, from what was told and what I was showed. You know what I'm saying? So some things I still navigate through, even as an adult. And I mean, 45, you still navigate through these things in life because as a child, you develop your own. What you learn doesn't mean that you learn the right thing. It also doesn't mean that you learn the wrong things. It just means that you learn something and you got to navigate which works best for you and also what's right. Like, was this right? So like when I was married, like my brother, I mean, I don't want to, but I mean, it's right now. My brother's divorced and like, but he, you know, he should cheat. But when I got married, he was like, yo, you got to do this shit the right way. He always told me, nah, don't cheat, do this shit the right way. So I hung my hat on that. I mean, it's like, and as far as like that aspect, but there's other aspects of relationships that go into things that can really fuck your relationship up. It's not always just the cheating part. You know what I mean? So like, when you talk about who did you learn more from, who taught you how to actually be in a relationship? People don't teach you how to be in relationships. They teach you what they want to teach you because of the shit that they've been through in relationships. And a lot of times they lean on the shit that benefited them and that they wanted you to that showed them that they was the victim.
And that was my point. You got to go through shit to figure out how you're going to maneuver it. Because I could tell you 100 different things on what I'm going through. Yeah, that was crazy. I learned on the job. Yo, what job you got, bro?
That's the only time you're gonna learn that is on some gigolo shit.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like everybody, they can tell you this.
I can't see the comments. What y'all talking about?
Nah, he said did you learn more from, you know what I mean, from
mom and dad.
Oh, you asking? Did he want to ask me that? Oh no, I think he's just asking you guys.
Nah, but let's get it. Let's get into the next one, man.
I can't answer it. Is that what it is? I can't answer.
Factuals, your one-stop information entertainment. We call it infotainment and
wow. Yo. Nah, let R pick the next topic since I couldn't answer the question. Go ahead, R, pick the next topic.
What question you mean answer?
Y'all said I couldn't answer, right?
No. He said who she learned from.
All right, what's the topic?
No, he wanted you to answer. He wanted you to answer before they went to the next topic. Go ahead, bro.
Who did I learn from?
Before, but Fitch, what up, Fitch?
I learned
from.
Yeah.
Question was.
Who did you learn from? More from your father or more from your mom?
Oh, male or females?
Yeah.
As far as what?
No. Who did
as far as
like
which? Who did you learn more from?
In regards to what? Relationship?
Relationship.
Yeah, relationship.
Ooh. That's a that might be 50-50 for me.
Yeah, both. I'd say both. For mine.
Yeah, that might be 50-50. And it wasn't just my parents, it was uncles, aunts, everyone. It was my sister, you know, keep in mind I'm a whole decade behind her. She's showing and telling me things. I mean, I just had a lot of I was in a great nest of people where I learned from all, you know, I learned from both sexes. Yeah, so I got it from different age groups, you know, the wise, the young, the stupid, the adolescent. I kind of got a well-rounded
gumbo.
Yeah, it was gumbo. Yeah, so I can answer that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the gumbo effect too.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
That's how it is. That's how it is. But let's get into the next one, y'all. So look.
Am I picking the topic?
Yeah. So this is one from what's scarier between jealousy, envy, or entitlement. We have the difference between dating and courting. We spoke about that one.
You did that one. We did that one already.
No, we did it. We didn't do that.
A couple of weeks ago, I think.
No, we never did that one. So we have do you love someone more if you tell them the truth or if you tell them a lie? Can you be right and wrong at the same time? Basically doing the right thing the wrong way. Do you place emphasis on Valentine's Day? Talked about mixing circles already. But it's pocket watching. And then predetermined conversations. Which one?
Let's do pocket watching.
Let's get it. Be pocket watching. Be pocket watching. Was that no, it wasn't. So let's talk about pocket watching. So this came up because we talked about, you know, the mega churches and things like that, and then Flossie actually had a conversation about this as well. So, but let's talk about it with this pocket watching. So, who wants to set it off, Flossie, or you want somebody else to set it off?
I'll set it off. Sure. What is pocket watching?
What is pocket watching?
I get pocket watched all the fucking time. So it's really when people just assume because you have money, you're obligated and you're entitled to what you do with your money. That's pocket watching. Just because I have money doesn't mean I have it for you. Number one. Number two, it does not mean that I should be doing with my riches or whatever what you think I should be doing. Now you can give, you know, recommendations and things like that. Or, oh, you make this amount of money while you driving a Honda Civic. That's pocket watching. You know, it's basically you making assumptions about someone's, you know, their bread and what they ought to be doing. Just watch your money. Don't watch me, watch TV. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what I got. What I got is mine. And what I choose to do with it is what I choose to do with it. But, you know, we did have that conversation. I mean, it just depends on pocket watching, depending on the conversation or the scenario is very different. You know what I'm saying?
It's more to life than watching other people living.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Who said that? Oh, hey, Fats. Yeah, I know. And in fact, I will reply to that. If you know me, I'm definitely sharing my wealth. It's just I don't need anybody saying or observing or commenting on what I'm doing with my bread. You do what you do with your bread. I do what I do with my bread. I don't, you know, now, and I ain't gonna make this about the churches, but if you are in a position, let me be very careful because I don't want to talk about the church or none of that. If you are in a position where you are ordained to do something, then you better do it right.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here, you know, but everybody deserves to reward themselves, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you're doing. I work very hard. So I play hard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying that just to say it. Everybody works hard. I'm not the only person that works hard, but I work hard. I play hard because.
Nah, pause that. You don't talk like that on the phone, man.
What?
Play hard. You gotta chill now.
She a woman, but
Right.
Don't talk like that.
He talking on a different level. No.
What?
Or that ain't what she talking about. So
y'all gotta stay on it.
You know, I ain't been on in a minute. I got a bar.
My bad. That ain't what she talking about. That ain't what she talking about. That ain't what she talking about.
And this is why all the fellas should be on the panel. Because see, this is what I'm talking about.
Yo, you know,
y'all not gonna jump me. I'll unalive all you motherfuckers. Okay.
Well, first of all, I ain't do it, Flossie. I'm defending you.
You didn't. You know what I'm saying? But we not talking about that. What I'm just saying is,
right.
when you know, I earn, you know, I learn, I earn, and I return. That's it. So don't watch my pockets. I'm doing what I put back into humanity. If I'm wealthy, trust me, everybody's eating. That's a Fendi. Everybody's eating. Nobody's starving in my tribe. So don't pocket watch. You know.
I'm gonna say this: if you pocket watching, you ain't making no bread. Simple and plain. You ain't making no bread. Why are you worried about somebody else's money? Why? I want to ask you that. Why? You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. And whoever don't like it, they don't like it. Oh well. When you go to the church, I'm gonna pocket watch because if we giving tithes or whatever, what you doing with that bread? I mean, what you doing with that bread? And you better be doing something. You better be doing something that you're supposed to be doing with it. You know what I mean? And you're supposed to be doing it right because you're in a particular position to do it. See, I'm gonna say it like this: as much as they have a business, yes, churches don't want to give back to the community a lot. Some of them do, some of them don't. But if you know that you are supposed to be doing it, it's like any corporation, any business. I don't mind going to court. If I find out that you ain't doing something you supposed to be doing, you gonna see me in court all day. I don't care I don't care what business you are. Do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Period. And I'm gonna leave it there.
You telling Mark your mortgage? You telling?
I'm telling you. Hell yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I tell you that. You going to jail. Clean. You can pray to the Lord. You can pray to the Lord.
I love it. I love it.
What was that? That's it. You're done.
I get what he's saying. Cause you know you got to.
He's a shoe program, nigga.
All I gotta say is, if I don't get more money, I'm telling
Yo! Oh shit, bro, that was funny as shit. Nah, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. You gotta cut that part. That shit gotta be like a 6-5. No, bro, you gotta cut that part, bro. You gotta edit that part out. You gotta cut that part, bro.
Clean.
Nigga said, I'm telling. That was Dave Chappelle, like, I'm telling.
Shoe program, nigga, Pelican Bay.
All right. What is pocket watching?
What is pocket watching?
What you say, Shiva?
If I pull over and get gas right now, you asking for $1 after I got gas?
That nigga ain't going for
Chips That's chips in the soda. No, that's chips in the soda, Art.
Or some G shit. If I pull over to get gas and you can bring me your water and you ain't open no bread, that's pocket watching, bro.
You got it, yo. You come out here with the shoes on, this shit. You got the jacket. Let me get a dollar.
I don't get two fucks, bro. And you know what's crazy about pocket watching? Yesterday, my son like, yo, hey, I'm going to the store. You want something? I say, yo, bring me an orange juice. He comes, oh, hey, give me the money for the orange juice. I say, yo, bro, you don't ask nobody if they want something from the store if you're not paying. That's pocket watching. If you offer somebody something, you gotta pay for this shit, bro.
Yo, that's not it.
Yo, people will offer you some shit and want you to pay. I'm not offering if I can't afford it, bro. I'm not. If I ain't got the money, I'm not gonna offer you something.
Yeah, they kill me with that joint. Yo, you want a sandwich? What you want? Turkey, ham or some? I mean,
Yeah.
oh, give me the money.
That's true.
What? Get you?
I don't believe it's pocket watching. It's scamming.
Nah, I don't believe in that. I said that. I already said that, man.
Yeah.
I don't believe in watching other people live, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not pocket watching. Whatever you do is what you do. Because I always learn it's people that's doing bad shit that got money. You'll see bro ride by you in the Benz.
Right.
You don't know what he did to get that Benz, bro.
Yo,
I don't care.
Here, the shorty who be out there with the sign. Know what I mean? And she definitely hopped in the fucking Benz, yo. Know what I mean? Collecting money on the side, definitely hopped in the Benz, but who knows? I don't know. Know what I mean? I don't know how she got it.
Everybody homeless.
And she probably got more money than everybody on this panel right now, bro.
Niggas wanted to pick her up off the side of the road. I told the story about my man's doubling back to about some she's son. Diabolical. Never mind. But,
listen, everybody that's homeless, and I ain't taking nothing away. Everybody that's homeless ain't homeless.
Word. So
that's a fact. And everybody that got homes ain't got homes. You heard?
Yeah.
Factuals. So
keep it a buck.
We talked about the pocket watch thing, and like I said, we did start out talking about the mega churches that they're not doing certain things, and I said that's pocket watching, right? Because said they're pulling up in the Range Rover and this and the third, and pocket watching is definitely pocket. When you determine how somebody's spending their money, it's pocket watching. That's just the basics of it, and it doesn't mean that you may not have some validity to what you're saying. And we're not going to keep it all in the church thing. We'll talk about it just in general. So, like, a lot of times, as a matter of fact, let me take it to ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT has to say. So, it says pocket watching is a slang for closely monitoring, criticizing, or obsessing over someone else's money, depending on a financial situation, usually when it isn't your business. Definition: pocket watching equals focusing on how much money. I didn't know there was a definition for this shit. Focusing on how much money someone has, earns, or spends, often with envy, judgment, or comparison. I do agree with that. What it looks like: constantly asking how much does someone is paid for something, complaining about what someone else is spending their money on, counting another person's income, bonuses, or lifestyle, comparing your finances to someone. Yes. Example: why are they buying that car? They must be broke after that. And it says why people do a comparison on insecurity, envy, curiosity, mixed with judgment, blah, 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 yakety smacky. They got that from Tasmanian Devil cartoon. But I agree with that. Pocket watching is when you worry about how somebody is spending their fucking money. Whether your point is valid or not. Now, y'all remember that whole that money flower shit? When that money flow going on, it's like, yo, you put in 100, you get 5 people to come in or 8 people to come in, put in 100, and then the money circles back.
The susu, it's called the susu. It's called the susu shit.
No, the susu,
and they doing the susu.
Legit. But the money flower was get it quick. You know what I mean? So that shit was like that was like 2019, 2020. Like it was get the money quick. So people they had this shit on all types of shit. You know what I mean? So I remember that shit was happening, and then like I had like something from somebody, but I said payments. So we was all in the money flower thing together, and they was looking at me like, yo, you got money for this money flower, you got my money. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, don't fucking pocket watch me. You don't know where this money came from. Yo, Jay, hold on. Yo, Jay, you pocket watching right now. I'm about to pocket watch right now. Hold on, Jay. No, but I say that to say that, you know what I mean? That is not to say that against that person. It's the definition of pocket watching. I see you spending money on this.
I think your accent is a wild
Yo, Jay.
I'm
pocket Yo, Jay.
He know what he's doing.
You got that interior lighting in your joint? You got that interior lighting in your car? I'm pocket watching right now. You got that interior lighting in your joint?
He got that interior lighting in there.
I'm pocket watching. You ain't got the GPS on your I'm pocket watching. Let's talk about it.
Prime example of when you come out the store, niggas like, yo, I see you living good, nigga. Yo, matter of fact, what was the movie Paid in Full with the uncle? He was like, it ain't hard to tell you. Stephen Wonder could tell you, Sean, and I mean, that's pocket watching. And that's why
nigga killed the nephew pocket watching.
You know what I mean? Like, pocket watching. Like that's what pocket watching is. Watching how somebody else spending their money, watching what you got and determining, and then based upon that, determining what you got. You know what I mean? And it's like, either way, you worried about how somebody else is spending the money that they have, or what somebody else is doing with money that you ain't control, that ain't yours. Once you get that money up,
you know what's dangerous? The person that's around, that's seeing the money, that's around you spending the money, but ain't getting the money. That's worse than a pocket watcher, bro. I'm telling you.
It's called entitlement. Because that's the topic. Is it worse? What's scarier? Jealousy, envy, or entitlement? So they can even be jealous, envious, or entitled, or feel entitled to that shit. When they feel entitled to that shit,
they'll do anything for it.
But so
that's a problem.
Definitely a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want to move on to the next?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna let you pick this one. Hold on, did you pick one? Mortgage?
No.
I thank y'all for tuning to hashtag Factuals, your one stop for information and entertainment. We call that infotainment and the finest of fuckery. I'm getting hungry. This might be the last one. So,
go ahead.
Entitlement. The difference between dating and courting. We have do you love someone more if you tell them the truth or if you tell them a lie? Can you be right and wrong at the same time? Basically doing the right thing the wrong way. Do you place emphasis on Valentine's Day? Is it Valentine? Or predetermined conversations? Talking about.
If I lie to you, I love you. If I tell you the truth, I don't love you.
That's the opposite for me.
The truth. The truth.
Can I get into that?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yo, Morgan, cut this shit out, Morgan. Yo, stop letting this nigga do that shit. This nigga's lying, bro. Cut it out.
It's powerful niggardry.
Hey, all right.
Yo, Morgan, we ain't on your bullshit tonight, bro.
Hey, all right.
Shit out, bro.
All right, sis. You can tell Art though what that conversation whatsoever. He's like, yo, cut it out. Cut it out.
That's funny.
Yeah, cut it out. Stop the cat, bro.
You want to do mortgage? You want to do the
Look, I mean, I'm for it. Let's go. I'm for it. Let's go.
The one you wanted to pick.
Yeah, I'm for it. Let's go.
Art has been a successful bully all his life, man. Yo,
Fucking mortgage.
you love someone more if you tell them the truth, or if it's matter of fact, Art, you set this shit off. Man. No mortgage. You set
Yeah, go ahead, Art. Oh, okay. I mean, no.
If I love you, I'm lying. I'm not telling you the truth if I love you.
No, I'm gonna tell you the truth because being truthful is what the situation is, and that's all it is about. And the fact is that's what it is. Yes, the situation. Now I ain't saying you got to be rude about the shit, but for the most part, yeah, you come out and just say what it is. What it's about. It depends on what the situation is. But at the end of the game, you don't have to be ignorant about it the way you present it. But you could say it. But that's the part about being adult in the situation.
Okay.
Simple.
So you're saying you love them more if you tell the truth.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Nah, give it a Flossie, bro. Give it to somebody else.
Probably got my circle small. Yeah, I keep it real sometimes. Hey.
Give it a Flossie. I'm going to wait. I'm going to go live. Give it a Flossie. I'm going live.
Wow. Well, technically, the whole season has, but yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, you right.
I'm not expecting shit. I mean, don't instigate because it can get real messy. Don't do that. It can get fucking messy. All right. I've been a good girl on this podcast tonight.
You've been lying. Let's be honest. You've been lying.
Wow.
That's the lie right there.
Wow.
I love you. You've been lying.
That's the lie right there. You don't love me. Nigga, you don't love me.
You've been lying.
You don't love me. The lie.
She from the nice part.
See, that
Let's make sure we always remember that part. Let's make sure. It's clean, but it can get messy, okay? So I guess the topic is mortgage is a motherfucker. Whatever.
Come on, Browsy, you can do it.
Let's dive in. Let's dive in. Come on, Browsy. Now we're gonna dive in like Trey Songz. Dive in. Whatever.
You lie. You. She probably lying to somebody right now. Yeah,
lies.
And she on the line with us.
Shit. I gotta lie to. She's not a damn.
I don't know. I'm not. That's not my thing.
Nigga, you just said you will lie to somebody because you love them. We ain't even gonna get into that. I don't think so. So first of all, and I'm all jokes aside. When you lie, you're in fear of something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what nobody said. When you are lying,
that's not true. That's not true.
Excuse me. It's not your turn yet. Wait a second.
My bad.
Okay, it's not your turn yet. There's some underlying fear there because what are you hiding from where you have to lie? It's a simple math equation here. A plus B is then C. If you are having to lie to someone, you need to ask yourself a couple of things. Number one, why am I lying? Number two, how is this affecting me? Number three, how is this affecting them? Number four, how is this affecting us? if I have to lie to you about anything, I don't even need to be engaging with you on no level. And I'm not talking about relationship. I don't need to lie to my father. Now, do I tell my father everything? No. But if he asks me a question, first of all, my father know when I'm lying. He raised me, so it ain't no lying. You know what I'm saying? He just know. But you know, I'm not saying we've never told a lie. I'm not even gonna say that. Everybody on this panel in these comments has told a fucking lie. Okay. Now the reason why you have said the lie, it could be a plethora of reasons. But 9 times out of 10, you lied because you wanted to blanket the truth. Why did you want to blanket the truth? It just depends on the person and why you wanted to blanket the truth.
And the situation.
Right. You know what I'm saying? If my job asked me, you know, Sheena, did you work till 5? Yeah, I sure did. Do I work till 5? I probably don't every day. You know what I'm saying? I probably don't. Let's be clear here. I work smarter, not harder. You know, you ain't gonna get the blood out of me every day. Now you might get 3 days worth of work. Yeah, you got that. But what I'm saying is, you know, damn, what was the topic?
Do you lie? Do you lie or tell the truth?
If you
do you love
She
someone?
lying right now. She's asking what the topic is. That's a lie right there. You
Relax, Tony Yayo. You're right. So when we talking about, you know, do you love them when you lie to them? I could see why, and I'm gonna entertain the controlled opposition me in the left hand corner because that's where he's been all night. Controlled opposition. Art has been controlled opposition. He's in my left hand corner. Yeah. So I can entertain that because a lot of times it was something with Langston Hughes, and I forget the black female artist right now. It'll come to me. It might have been Angela Davis, and he was interviewing her, and she said, "Yeah, I want you. You know, yeah, if you lie to me, I still think you love me because you didn't want to hurt my feelings, right?" And so, a lot of times, some people think, "Oh, I'm not going to tell you the truth because I love you enough, and I don't want to pull you through that pain." I'm not saying I agree with it, but what I can say is, I can observe why someone would think and navigate that way. I'm not going to act like, oh, it doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? I've loved people and people have loved me and lied all day. You know what I'm saying? So I've been
what?
I've been lied to. I'm not saying I've done that. What I'm saying is I've been loved and been lied to. You know what I'm saying? I've been cheated on all that shit.
That's why I said what?
Yeah, and it's a tragedy. It's a reality. You are funny. It's a reality that it happens. People are going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? People are going to do that. It is not a person that has not experienced being lied to or, you know, saying a lie. You know, I don't even think it's realistic to be like, yo, I never. You know, some people might say, I never lied, or I never lied to my wife, or you probably told a white lie. You probably did. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it happens. So why did you lie? It's so many different reasons.
I'm lying right now. I'm supposed to be at work. I'm lying right now.
Yeah.
I love you, Yvette. Cause I care about your feelings. I'm out here learning.
Oh, now that.
I don't care about they. Remember that shit?
Now that is no, but let's talk about that. Let's talk about that excerpt because that's exactly. No, for real, that's exactly what goes on. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time my ex said, yo, you know why I don't take a lot of women seriously? Because once I found out that I could tell a lot of women anything and they believe it, I don't take you seriously because why would you even believe these lies? These lies are just lies. I'm just saying if you're going to go for the shit. And I'm like, wow. So we would go back and forth like, well, just because you know you can lie, why do it in the first place? You know what I'm saying?
Because that would be our... Because he knew you was lying. That's why.
Nah, we wasn't talking about me. Tony, yayo.
No, not you per se. let me rephrase that. Not you per se.
Nah, I had to fuck with you. Yeah, I had to fuck with you a little bit. I knew what you
I know because I've been fucking with you. That's cool.
It's cool. You know what I'm saying? You know,
you just know women.
No. Just say you miss me. That's all you got to say. But you know, it's just one of those things like what Tyrese said. That's exactly how a lot of men will carry it. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. It's a very cynical and twisted way to be and navigate. But it's like, yo, so you telling me you lie to all the bitches in the chicken heads. I mean, you tell all the bitches in the chicken heads the truth, but you lie to me. I don't even know if I like that.
But it's the phrase gaslighting. So Fat said people don't lie because they care about your feelings. They lie because they know what'll happen if you found out. Factuals.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the point is, it takes more work to keep up a lie than it does to just tell the truth.
Remember that shit.
You gotta keep it up.
And you gotta keep up the lie. Because I mean, she could be women have a library brain, meaning you can tell a woman something 10 years ago, and just randomly out of nowhere, she could just pull that up. Remember when you said, and you like, I remember vaguely what I said.
Memory.
Remember when
memory is something.
Yeah, and they'd be like, well, what happened with you? I forgot what you said. And that's the setup. You'd be like, oh, shit. Because you'd be like, you know what I said.
Bullshit. You know what the host about to say? Sometimes the men have that memory too. And
I know.
I wasn't gonna say that, but I do.
Yeah, you was. You almost said it. Too. See, that's what you just said.
You did say it. But I mean, we gotta get used to like being truthful and just dealing with the consequences. Because like it takes more work to lie than it is. It's just like in a relationship. It's easier to walk out the door than to stay.
Right.
So.
I got. Dang, you ahead jamming, mommy. Let me get full. Oh, my bad. I'm out.
Just said you get 4 stogies, a pack of sunflower seeds, honey pack and Rough Rider.
My bad. I'm in with my girl. Look, y'all my peoples. I don't know who watching, but fuck it. I'm gonna flip this. You know where I'm at.
For the win.
Yeah, I gotta get the food.
So,
baby girl hungry. Go ahead.
So do you love someone more if you tell them the truth or if you lie to them?
I think if you lie to them.
All right, break it down.
Because if I'm telling you the truth, it's like, first of all, let me pull back a little bit. No matter what I tell you, you're not gonna believe me.
Okay.
Why not?
Oh, because that's how you operate. If I go deal with a woman tonight, if I pick a woman up right now and say, I just drove her home, I can't go home and tell the lady, yo, I drove somebody just home. It's not gonna work. So I'd rather lie and say, yo, listen, I went to the store and I came home by myself.
But that depends on the woman. That depends on the woman mindset and the woman you're dealing with.
But do you got time to dictate and break that down?
No.
You probably know who you're dealing with.
No, I ain't saying that. No, let me break this down. Let me break this down. No, let me
say it.
Right. All right, my bad. No, because I want to respond after you done. But
no, ain't nothing out. Short together.
I'm being honest. Like,
yeah.
If my woman come home and say, "Yo, somebody drove me home," and she didn't call me before they drove her home, I'm automatically thinking like, "Hold on, something is up."
Right.
Because you didn't call me when you was getting in the car with him, or why you didn't call me when you was in the car with him.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. But I'm elaborate when you.
I'll stop them.
Answering the question, man. Like, relax.
No,
this must be heading home. Cause what the fuck?
No, I'm gonna answer.
It ain't hit home. I'd rather you lie to me.
No, I'm talking about mortgage.
Because
I ain't talking about you.
No, it ain't.
I know, but the truth may put me to the right instead of putting me to the left. You understand what I'm saying? It depends on how you bring it to me. Is what I'm saying. If I'm explaining it right, it depends on how you explain it to me before the situation happens.
I hear what you're saying because you're worried about your reaction.
Exactly.
So like,
that's what I was saying.
They didn't tell me something because they worry about how I am with my reaction. But at the same time, no. To me, it's like,
Jay, hold on, Jay. You got a daughter, right?
Yeah.
I have a daughter.
Right.
If I'm known to pick my daughter up from school and she says, "Yo, I gotta ride home before she leaves school," the whole way home she doesn't call me, but she arrives at the house. Once she get there, I have an issue with that because now you're leaving me to think for myself. I feel like when it comes to them kind of situations, don't leave me to think for myself. Because it could be the truth, but in my mind, it might be like, now you're doing some funny shit.
I would like to respond after mortgage.
That's when it comes into like, they say I got to ride home. Okay, who's taking you home? Those questions will be asked before they even get to, because I'm gonna shut that down. Like, well, no, you're not.
Well, he's saying the scenario was she never called, she just arrived.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That was the scenario.
She just arrived.
Yeah, she just arrived home. Yeah.
Okay. Well, still tell me the truth.
Right.
You know what I mean, like, so no, hold on, Bugs. I ain't go yet.
All right.
So, like,
yo,
I'm always on the side of like, the truth, because like, when you tell somebody a lie, like, now there has been times that I've told a lie. Why? Like, because sometimes it's not to cover up what I was doing. Sometimes it's not to appease someone's feelings, but sometimes it's to get you to fuck off my back, because why the fuck are you bothering me? I mean, I'm gonna give you what you want to hear so you can hear it, and now you're gonna leave me the fuck alone. It don't always work that way, because when they hear what they want to hear, sometimes they bother you more, and that's on both sides of it. So it's like, okay,
that's why I said it's how it was presented to you. Take the effect of it.
Sometimes telling a lie and telling the truth sometimes could be the same exact thing. Sometimes you can be telling the truth, and that's that predetermined conversation as to where they automatically think it's a lie, because they got a thought in their head that they automatically, no matter what you say, unless it's what they think that it is, that it's a lie. And there's been times where I'm like, I've told the truth, and then they keep saying no, then I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's and let them run with it.
Okay.
Because it's like, you're not gonna. If that's what you want to believe so much, no matter what I tell you, you're gonna believe that. So yeah, that's what it was. You're exactly right. Go think what you want to think, and now I don't want to even talk about it no more, because I'm not gonna keep up your lie. I mean,
that just was my whole thing. It's a sketchy game. Either way, it's a sketchy game. If you tell the truth or if you lie, it's a sketchy game.
However, when I feel like however, when it comes to the question, do you love someone more if you tell the truth or the lie? I believe it's more so when you're telling the truth, because when you tell a lie, it's to keep someone stagnant in the dark. When you tell somebody the truth, it's to help them grow no matter what. So whether the truth is harsh, They got to learn to deal with the truth and to be able to move forward from that and make a decision. You give them the opportunity. You know what I mean? And so sometimes telling the truth, and it's not always, of course, it's always going to be some type of caveat, some type of nuance to it, but it's like, more so than not, telling the truth, I believe, would be more so in that realm. But go ahead, Art. Not Art. Go ahead, Maurice. He's over there.
So I'm gonna say this, like, men, look at it like this. We gotta know who we dealing with, who in front of us. Like all this right here, I did that shit when I was 18. That's the 18 shit. That's the 18, 17 high school shit. Cause let's put it down like this. Let's put it down strictly like this. If you as a mature woman, if we have a conversation and based on how you deal with that woman and she understands and the maturity level there, you're not going to have that already in the dynamic of your situation, because she going to know this man out here handling business, doing what he got to do. You know what I mean? So I ain't even got the time to be on his neck like that. I already know what type of time you on. See, when we talk about being in the hood, yeah, we used to doing that from back in the day. You should not be doing this at this age level. Okay? Men or women. Let's really get this shit down. Like, let's keep it a buck. If we still doing this type of shit, then there's already a problem on both sides of the shit. Because I know for me, I won't break it down like this. I need to know your mind is mature, number one. And I need to know that you understand. If I'm out here handling business, it's business. Ain't no ifs, ands, or if you got, first of all, you gotta make sure your house is straight. Okay, now meaning she gotta be secure in her. You gotta make sure the house is straight and she's secure in her mental about you. Because if she's still walking around talking this, well, what you doing? This, no, girl, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for it. I'm in my fit, you know. Like for real.
You know what? You just answered my question. We lying. I ain't got time to think about what the fuck you thinking about.
My point is this. No, Art, it's if she's mature, she ain't even asking me that type of shit. If I'm calling like, yo, listen, I got a ride coming to the crib, I mean, or whatever, and I'm telling her what happened, and that's all it is. It ain't no, what you talking about? Ain't none of that. It's okay, no problem, because it's already understood. It's already understood without question. Okay.
For different reasons. Sometimes you want to be bothered at the moment. Sometimes it's just a lot of.
My point though, if you got to go through that, it's already childish shit already. It's already childish shit. That's the point. At this age of the game that we are, it should not be that. Period. And if it is still that, then that means it's a problem already from the door. With that, I digress.
Yeah, Flossie.
You ain't gotta keep yelling at us though.
My bad, bro. I'm just because I feel like this, Flossie, not to take no time. It's just this is stupid, petty shit that we should be on. We should be mature adults about. Period. But people are still on some kid shit.
So, are you done, Mortgage? I don't.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I know we said a lot of jokes, but I am gonna keep it serious for a second. Number one, what we all gotta realize is you don't ever know what the next person is thinking.
Right.
And so we gotta stop moving in that type of vibe where, oh, I know that you normally, and I want y'all to follow me for a second. I know you normally do this way. And so that's another thing as well. Humans like to always stick to consistency, consistent behavior. And that's actually not realistic. because at some point in time, this human is going to do something differently or outside of the quote unquote norm. And so predetermined thoughts, you should not just hop into assuming because he, normally gets home at 6:05 p.m. from work and he got home at 6:30 that he was out with another female. Things happen. Traffic happens, and to piggyback off of what Morgan said, if I don't trust you and you don't trust me, there's going to be turbulence the entire time. We're not going to ever trust each other. And if I gotta lie to you, that is just not a healthy dynamic at all. Because I don't have to lie to you. I'm an entrepreneur. Sometimes I might have to be out, doing a vending event and I don't get home till 11. You didn't come with me for whatever reason, but you know that I'm not moving like that. I came home after my vending event. That's it. Don't jump to a conclusion and say, oh, you was out with niggas, knowing damn well I was handling my business. No. You know what I'm saying? And if you tell me, oh, you took somebody home, a coworker home, I bet I'm not gonna question it. Now, if I observe that this is now becoming very sketchy, you always taking her home. You know what I'm saying? It's just you gotta really just have a good read on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not gonna assume because you took a woman home that you fucked her. Her car may not have been working. It could have been anything. But I should have enough trust with the person that I'm with. And I'm not saying people don't slip up and fuck up and cheat and do this and that. Right. But what I'm saying is overall, I never know what you're thinking. So therefore, I cannot assume that you thought about fucking somebody because you took them home and you didn't want her to be out on the side of the road. To tell me that like what Art, said, oh, I'm not going to tell her, that I took this woman home because I know she going to flip out. You definitely need to reevaluate the person you with. Because why is this person flipping out? You did due diligence. You said, huh?
Fitz said, stop the cat pop.
It's not.
I mean, y'all gotta understand something. And I know it's all funny and shit, but for real, that's why we don't have a successful dating rate. Because everybody's always thinking about what the next person's doing in a negative way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you think somebody is capping because he's saying, yo, you got to be a little bit more mature and y'all got to stop the childish ways, and there's something you need to think about with how you rolling. Because honestly, what Morgan said was actually fucking true and through. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no reason for me to be dealing with anybody that I don't trust. Period, point blank. Because if I feel as though I can't trust you, then that means I don't even trust you with my life. You don't need to be around me.
It's also more
you got to be more selective. You know what I'm saying, with who you dealing with. And it's like, I'll finish up, host. It's just, it's one of those things where, if you're going to live your life based on a lie, then what the fuck you living for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not living, because you are constantly under compressed. You are constantly in the middle of the eye of the storm, living a lie. And I've watched people live a lie. That shit kill you from the core out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you don't need to move like that. I'm gonna be real. If you a cruddy, and I'm gonna use Baltimore language, if you a cruddy ass nigga and you know you a cruddy ass nigga, you ain't gotta lie about that. Yo, I'm a cruddy ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. We know what we getting with you. Yeah. We know exactly what we getting. You not lying. You know what I'm saying? If you a sucker, you a sucker. If you a killer, you a killer. Don't, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
If you unalive.
I'm just saying, like, people want to act, they want to put up a facade and lie about things and still saying to themselves, yo, I'm a G. No, you're not.
No.
You really not a G at all. You really pussy. Because you shouldn't have to lie to nobody about anything. And like I said, I'm not saying none of us has lied, but what I'm saying is, if you got to pathologically lie all the time, to everybody around you, especially the person that you lay down with. We talking about somebody you lay down in the bed with. We talking about somebody that you break bread with. If you gotta lie to that person, I definitely don't trust you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think I've seen some when it was I think it was Jeezy or somebody. He said, "Yo, if I see a man and it's somebody, I observe the men around me. If you lie to your wife and you constantly lie to your wife, I don't trust you, nigga. You'll kill me.
Yeah.
This is somebody you lay down with. This is somebody you break bread with every fucking day. If you lie to her, your character is flawed. Your moral compass is off, my G." That's all I got to say about that.
People that don't have nobody, if you ain't got a daughter, you ain't got a girlfriend or a wife, I don't even want to deal with you. Because who can trust you? Why should I trust you when there's nobody else left to trust you?
Yeah,
So I respect it.
It's like the whole thing, like sometimes it ain't about you lying to them, sometimes it's about them lying to you as well. And it's like, so you can have the trust for that person and they be the ones lying, you know, and then, you know, so it's trust is
it go both ways. It go both ways.
It's just difficult.
It's not a one-sided thing. And once you fuck it up, it's done. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, right.
Because like you can really put so much. I mean, give so much trust in this, that, and the third, or not even just trust, but like put so much of yourself into somebody else, and that whole time it's just been a lie. Like, I mean, or like a lot of people, the caveat to the question is, do people rather hear the truth or a lie, right? And then I realized that a lot of times people want to hear the lie because it more so it appeases to their feelings. So a lot of
it depends on the person.
It depends on the times.
It depends on the person.
Sometimes that some people are just so caught up in what they want to feel, what they want to believe that all they want to hear from you is that. No matter how blatant something may be, or whatever, because the truth is going to make them have to check themselves. The truth is going to have to make them, you know, grow. And some people just don't want to step outside of that realm. Some people just really just don't care to grow or have to force or face the reality which is in front of them. Is like, okay, this ain't it, or you know, I have to do better, or you know, like I've been fucking up. Like, it's so much that deals with the individual in themselves. So it's I don't think that the truth, ever telling somebody the truth is a bad thing, no matter what, but no matter how they're gonna feel about it, no matter what. Sometimes, like Flo said, sometimes just the way you think could have an impact, or how you think the other person is gonna think have an impact. And sometimes it's on how the other person just thinks. You know, so it's up to you to know the person that you're dealing with. But all in all, I mean, you say that you tell them the truth, they got to deal with it. I mean, that's just that. Truth is, I'm hungry. So
yeah, we knew that was coming.
Truth, man, I'm in the Spanish spot right now. Get the food. Look.
Oh shit.
I'm in the corridor. If you ain't from up top, you don't know about the corridor. Nigga. What you want? What you want, Jay? You want me to say you something? What you want?
Got a poppy plate, son. Look at the poppy plate. Look at the poppy plate.
You want? I got you. Got you.
But yo,
and I got a nice little. I may get some food. The kids like, yeah, they hungry. I'm like, shit, all right, let me go get y'all something to eat.
You can't never go wrong with a poppy plate, man. Look at the time, y'all. That's why I love New York. But tell the people who you are, fam. Outro.
Ripping up, man. Check me on iTunes, whatever. It is what it is. Hashtag Factuals.
Let's go. Mortgage.
Do your thing.
Yeah, this the mortgage eliminator. We eliminate your 30-year mortgage. Don't wait till the last minute to get your mortgage eliminated. Don't wait till they be at your door.
Go ahead, Foster.
Hey y'all, I'm Flossy So Bossy. It was nice being here. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, yo, no more Wednesday nights. If I do Wednesday nights, it's gonna just be impromptu. But I fuck with y'all. Thank y'all for fucking with me. See y'all Thursday. Peace.
Peace.
Love is love.